right, John, as this homestand continues from New York to New York, the Mets follow the Yankees in here to Dodger Stadium on just a beautiful day in Los Angeles. We welcome you inside. Hope your week's off to a great start. Joe Davis, Al Hershiser, Kirsten Watson joins us in a moment. It's these Mets again, 7 times in a 14-day span. Last year's teams from the National League Championship Series go head-to-head.
It's great to have another New York team in. There'll be no letdown from the Dodgers. The fans are ready for this. I know the players are, and they want to have a little revenge, losing 2 out of 3 there in New York.
All right, as far as the lineup goes, still no Mookie Betts today. For the latest on him, here's Kirsten.
Yeah, Joe, well, we've all been there. We stub our toe. It's extremely painful, but for Mookie Betts, unfortunately, it did lead to a fracture in his left toe. The good news is that as much as he was out over the weekend against the Yankees, he's available off the bench tonight. He took part in taking grounders on the field today, taking some swings in the cage, running the bases. He continues to feel better, so as long as he comes out of today feeling good and recovered for tomorrow, there's a chance he could be in the lineup, guys.
All right, Kirsten, and even without Mookie Betts this weekend, the Dodgers took 2 of 3 from the Yankees. Max Muncy was a big part of that, and Oral, we've seen him starting to come around the last few weeks. He exploded this weekend.
Yeah, his superpower is knowing the strike zone, but after those walks, he's got to start hitting the pitches that are in the middle of the plate, and especially the hard stuff, and that's what he has started to do. The average has gone up against the hard stuff, but the big thing is the slug has doubled, and that power coming back really helps this lineup.
Pitching matchup for the first of this 4-game series. Paul Blackburn makes his season debut for the Mets, and Dustin May looks for a 3rd consecutive win.
Coming back, Paul Blackburn for some knee tenderness and swelling. He's looking to change his mix a little bit, has not had great success at the big league level. And Dustin May coming off 2 really good starts. He needs the sweeper, and let's go with the 4-seam around the letters because it has been super effective.
Which bearded man will win? Dodgers and Mets, first of 4 on Tommy Edman bobblehead giveaway. Good timing for that. He, of course, made his name against these Mets last October. First pitch coming up.
Hi, John. Well, now that it's June, it does feel like that time frame of getting closer and closer to getting stronger and healthier when it comes to the pitching staff. It's finally here. Over the weekend, we could be seeing the return of Michael Kopech, as well as Kirby Yates. Dave Roberts gave the updates on them, as well as some of the guys in the pitching rotation, in the starting rotation.
Yeah, you know what? I think if you look at the last, call it 10 days, I think we've done a good job. Some of it of necessity, some of it intentional in the sense of building these guys up, the starters. And so I think that, that's certainly been very helpful. And we've obviously made some moves and trying to protect downside with the pen. And I think that these guys are in a good spot, having some length also of options. So I think, as a whole, building the starters up, getting our relievers back online. I think this stretch that we're going through, we're pretty good spot with the pitching.
Is Michael Kopech still online? Is he coming back in the next few days?
He is. He will be in town, still on his rehab, and through yesterday. So I think that for us, the thought was to bring him here and to kind of evaluate, see how he is, and to see when that day is to activate, but there's no hard date yet.
Is Kirby still moving in the right direction?
Kirby had a good pen today. I watched it. I think we've got a live session scheduled for Wednesday, and then if that goes well, then there's a potential to activate him this weekend.
So first with Michael Kopech, the good thing is he is going to be around the team over the next few days. He's not going to be activated just yet. They do want to get some eyes on him, see how he's doing. They do believe he's healthy, but the results haven't been there just yet. So Dave said that he's likely going to take part in a bullpen on Wednesday, and then they'll decide activation after that. For Kirby Yates, he'll be taking part in a live BP on Wednesday, and the hope is that he could be activated over the weekend. When it comes to the guys on the starting side, they are continuing to progress. The big thing today was, though, with Tyler Glasnow. So he is slightly on a pause at the moment. He's thrown 1 bullpen session, but they have stopped him from that, just considering he was having some just body soreness coming out of it, not feeling just right. So he's continuing to throw on flat ground, but he's going to have to pick back up throwing his bullpens until he can continue his progression. So as much as things are still moving in the right direction for him, it is going to take a little bit more time. So now he's more on that same timeline with Blake Snell, guys.
All right, Kirsten, thank you very much. And that man, that Michael Kopech that she mentioned, will be joining us live from the dugout coming up at 6:30 in New York on that last road trip. Now this NLCS rematch comes here to Los Angeles for a huge 4-game series tonight through Thursday afternoon, but still no Mookie Betts in the lineup. For more, let's head inside the stadium for the first time. Kirsten Watson joins us live. She has the latest on Mookie. Hi there, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Well, you guys said it perfectly. Unfortunately, we've all been there. We stub our toe. It is extremely painful, but unlucky for Mookie Betts, it ended up for him having a fracture in his left foot. The good thing is, though, that he's continuing to progress. As you guys mentioned, it is pain tolerance, but for him, he took a really big step forward today, taking part of some drills defensively. He was running the bases. Dave Roberts gave us an update just as to what he saw from him today and how Mookie continues to feel.
It was a good day for Mookie. So swinging, moving around, taking grounders, looked normal. So I think for me, just being available tonight off the bench, late to hit. And then tomorrow, if it goes well, then to potentially have him back in there. But that's all contingent on if he recovers well tonight.
Just visually seeing him, did you feel like he was moving well, kind of with how that toe injury is?
Yeah. I think right now he's kind of got in the training room, got it all prepared, and then there's a little bit of kind of the ramp up to then sit in a game and then cool off, then to go back out there, as opposed to just kind of getting ready and then kind of going through activities. But you know, from my eyes, looking from the pen, he looked pretty normal.
So today for Mookie, considering all the activity he's done thus far, as we mentioned, running the bases, defensive drills, swinging in the cage, as long as he continues to come out of everything today feeling good, he should be in a good spot to return to the lineup tomorrow. He is going to be available off the bench, but even as Dave Roberts said there, everything is contingent as to how he feels tomorrow off of today's work. So hopefully he continues to progress, and he'll be back out there in the lineup tomorrow, guys.
Bit of an unusual first 60 games of the year for Mookie Betts, dealing with a stomach ailment at one point and now the fractured toe, stubbing his toe. Kirsten, thank you very much. Hopefully we see Mookie back in there tomorrow. Still much more to come here from Dodger Stadium. Clayton Kershaw will be on the mound for tomorrow night's game against the Mets. Here's an early pregame idea for our show tomorrow. Listen up, producers. Kirsch is 11-0 in 18 career regular season starts against the Mets. Yes, you heard me right. He's 11-0. Sun's out, guns out for Kirsch. Plus, the Mets took 2 out of 3 against the Dodgers 2 weekends ago in New York. Maybe it's time to return the favor. We'll have more on this 4-game NLCS rematch next.
All falling a little short.
Tyrone Taylor, who can really run him down. Base is empty for Ohtani, who's 0 for 3 today. Dodgers on the board on Ohtani's 23rd home run. Nobody hits him quite like he does.
He supplied all the power on this slow curveball, and boy, he meets it perfectly. A slight uppercut to go down and launch that ball.
He knows.
Gets it right out of your screen.
It disappeared into the night. That baseball turned into a golf ball. Six in his last 8 games. Majestic. Regal. Gone. One-run game. Tasker Hernandez.
I think he's going to get a first pitch fastball after hitting the breaking ball for the home run. And usually the league, when they throw a fastball to him, up and in.
Infield in. First pitch. Got a fastball, and home plate umpire Andy Fletcher just blinked right through it.
The flash of the glove up. Did that? Boy, that's just right there.
I mean, I feel you, Edwin. Tying run 90 feet away. Winning run at first. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This could make it 0-2 if this one gets called. Back-to-back fastballs, second one higher.
Drives one the other way towards the corner. It's got a chance. Nemo's there to make the catch, but the game is tied. Ohtani with a sacrifice fly. They've tied it in the 9th. Here it is, Shohei's night. He's knocked in both, 2-2.
He didn't square it up, but he deflected it enough to make it possible to go out of here because he's going for the short porch over there.
And how many times have we seen him go in that direction?
Exactly.
How long before Kim takes off here?
It might not take very long at all.